Hi everybody, I hope you're all well and safe and taking care. I know we're on lockdown, but that doesn't mean you can't do some work towards your property investment journey. I think I was going to post this little video up there for you just to give you a little bit of ideas and some tips and things that you can still do while you're at home and while we're in this situation of lockdown. Of course, you can't go out unless you're going for some exercise or you're going to the shops or you're going for a medical reason, but that doesn't mean that you can't be moving forward all the time. So I've come up with 4 quick pointers or quick things that you can be doing now to keep moving forward, whether or not you've already started on your property journey and you've already got your first investment properties, or you've already got a couple of investment properties, or maybe you're in a position where you haven't got any at the moment and you're starting out and you're looking to find those first deals. So I've got 4 little pointers that are going to help you move forward and things that you should be doing while we're in this situation at the moment. One of those is an obvious one, and that's online research. There's so many tools out there for you to be doing your online research. We've got the obvious ones like Rightmove, Zoopla, On the Market. You should be looking in places like Gumtree. All of these tools are there, and you can be looking to find out about properties, about what's going on with properties. Have there been properties hanging around on the market for a long time? Pre-lockdown, of course, before we were in this position, were the properties hanging around for a long time? Why were they hanging around for that kind of time? You could make a phone call to the agent or the person that's got it on the market and ask them, why was that property hanging around? Why is it that it didn't sell? Is there a situation where somebody needs more than what the actual property's worth? All these kind of things you can be asking. You can be looking at the areas, your area research, finding out whether or not it's a great area for flips, if that's your strategy, or buy and holds, or HMOs, etc., and social housing, of course, as well. There's a great tool out there called streetcheck.co.uk, which will give you absolutely loads and loads of information about areas. It'll tell you things like, is the area that you're looking to buy in, is it predominantly homeowners, or is it predominantly buy-to-let, or what's the mix, what the area's like, what the education's like, what the crime rate's like, all this kind of great information and links you could be looking at and finding out, is this a great area for you to invest? Secondly, of course, right now, where is everybody? Everybody's at home. Well, majority of people, except for the key workers, they're all at home. They're watching TV, they're on the internet, they're watching YouTube. So this is an ideal opportunity for you to get some direct to vendor marketing going. You can now be targeting those people, targeting Facebook, targeting YouTube even, places like Gumtree. All these adverts you could be putting out there telling people that you're looking for properties, and if people want to sell, after lockdown or even during lockdown, you can start negotiating and see whether or not there's something you can get out of it. Of course, not just online, there's leafleting. We don't have to physically go to a shop or a printer's to get our leaflets created right now. Everything's available online, and there are even people online and companies online now that are actually posting them out for you. So you can go online, get your leaflet created and post it out for you. All from the click and sat at your desktop and your computer. What about letters? I have people that I'm teaching or I've taught, or my students, that are writing letters directly to vendors. So they've targeted an area, they know an area they want to buy properties in, and they're writing letters. There's some great letters going out there, and they're getting the results they want. They're starting the communication, starting to talk to the vendors. Thirdly, what else could we be doing? We could be looking at previous offers. If we've been out there pre-lockdown, we've looked at properties, we've put some offers in, we certainly should be reviewing it. This is part of your normal everyday success habits. You should be reviewing your offers anyway. So every 3 or 4 weeks, you should be looking back and saying, what did I put out? Is that property still for sale? If it's still for sale, I'm still interested. Although right now, I would be saying you would be putting a little caveat on that. So if I'm talking to an agent and I've put an offer in for previously, I'll go back to them and I'd say, still interested in that property at that price. However, I'm only going to go forward with that if the market stays as it is, because at the moment, we don't know what's going to happen to the market. After lockdown, everybody's suggesting that the market may crash a little bit. So of course, you've got to adjust your figures accordingly. So you can say to the agent, if the market does crash, then I will have to review my offer. But as it stands at the moment, I'm happy to put that offer forward as it is. Okay. Fourthly, so don't you think right now There's a lot of landlords out there, accidental landlords perhaps, or older landlords who've been in the market a long time that looking to retire, that are particularly fed up of what's been going on. They're fed up of, well, right now they've been told that their tenants can have a 3-month break if they want to, or perhaps their tenants have lost their job, unfortunately, and they can't move on, they can't evict their tenants, so they're looking at a 3-month period where they're going to have no rents, and in some cases they may not ever recover those rents. It's all very well being told that you can have a 3-month holiday, mortgage holiday, but you've still got to pay that 3 months at some point. So there are going to be landlords that are going to be wanting to get out of this situation. So where do we go and find them? Let's go to the letting agencies. Let's phone the letting agencies in the areas that you are thinking about investing, or let's put some kind of adverts out in the paper, in the local paper or in the local Facebook groups, and see if there's any landlords that want to sell. There'll be landlords with 1, 2, 3 portfolios ready to go. The best thing about this is landlords, by the very nature, are probably open to some sort of creative finance deal as well. So you could possibly do something like a delayed completion, maybe a lease option, maybe even you can do some vendor financing with these guys because they're used to this kind of thing and it's something that they're quite open to doing. So letting agencies is definitely number 4 on my list. So I've given you 4 items or 4 things that you could be moving forward with and you could be doing right now at home to keep moving your property portfolio or investment portfolio journey forward. But most of all, guys, the biggest thing you can do right now is take action. You can do something every day towards moving forward in your investment journey, your property investment journey. If you've got a coach or a mentor, ask them for help if you're getting stuck. If they're not available or you don't have one of those, get in touch with me. Or if I've been your mentor or your coach, get in touch with me and see if I can help you. But most of all, take some action, keep safe, keep moving forward. You can do this.